Building.
We got my co-host Miss Mink in the building, all the way from the ATL. Shout out to all my family out there.
Hey, hey, hey. Shout out back at you in the STL, all the way from the ATL. How are you this evening?
We good down here. How about everybody up there, down there, around there?
Everybody good. Everybody good.
That's
Just
what's
getting
up.
all ready and hey, fascinated with what's to come in this new year. That's what's going on. And also, I just have to do a real quick shout out to all my Delta sorors. Today is our Founders Day, so I'm really excited to celebrate that as well.
All right now, all right. Well, shout out to all the Deltas. All right,
Yes,
we got
yes,
a
yes, yes.
very good show for you all today. We actually are starting our Black History Month. So, Miss Mink, tell us a little bit what we got going on tonight.
All right. So first, I'll start with our mission statement, our vision, which is to bridge that gap between the youth and our seasoned generation. We want to let our youth know that we really care about them and things it is that we say come from experience, as well as we can gain a little bit of experience and knowledge from what it is that they're experiencing today. So we share, they share. And I just love that that's what it is that we are focusing on, because we got to grab hold to our youth and bring them on back. So our topic tonight is talking a little bit about our civil rights. That civil right movement, oh my goodness, it was just mountains and mountains of just great things that happened for us as brown people. So our topic is around modern civil rights, the aftermath of civil rights, the civil rights movement, and where we are today. Are we still living true to what it is that our forefathers fought for, the leaders that were before us? Or are we carrying out their mission of what it was that they were trying to gain and achieve when it was that they were out there in the cold-blooded streets fighting for our rights, for us to have the same rights that a lot of our oppressors, the white supremacy, tried to take away from us?
Okay, okay. So we want everybody that's tuned in to call in and be a part of this conversation. This is beneficial to all of us. Black history, what do you know about it? Share with us on today. Call 515-599-1687. That's 515-599-1687. Come on, call in and tune in.
Yes, we want everybody to call in and share a little bit of their knowledge and what it is that you know about our Black history. We know that one of our great leaders' birthdays is coming up January the 15th, which is Sunday. Although a lot of businesses celebrated Monday, sometimes that kind of confuse people because his birthday was the 15th. Actually, Dr. Martin Luther King was born January the 15th. And a lot of people celebrated from business standpoint on the 16th or the 17th. So it kind of confuses. We want our youth to be, in the knowing when it is that you're learning about Black history. And so that is actually when it is that his birthday was. Along with, we have a lot of other great events that happen throughout the year, but we're going to focus a little, that's what our big focus and topic is around. And what are we doing today to contribute to carrying on those missions? Because there's a lot of things that's going on in today's time that goes against a lot of times what it is that we have fought so hard for. We aren't, as a people, honestly oppressed. We shouldn't be, I'll say that. In my opinion, we shouldn't be, only because we have the same opportunities. We just got to change that mindset. Our four leaders that came before us that was fighting for those civil rights, hey, believe me, their mindset was to get out there and show these people that we are equal. We are not below them, even though it is that they try to, show that and make us feel that we were below them. No, we are on the same playing field, believe that or not, that
Not,
they are.
but not only just that, our ancestors fought hard for us to be able to stand tall with our heads up and love the skin that we are in, So it's not just the civil right people that fought for us. It's our ancestors, and they still fighting for us right
Yep.
now.
You right, Miss Kiwi. Most definitely. So that goes along with, will we stand for just anything? We most definitely don't want to. We want to stand for what it is that we know that we represent. And we definitely not going to fall for just anything. So, hey, we got to make sure that we standing strong. Like you said, holding your head up, proud. We need to represent how proud we are to be the brown people that we are.
All right, now Fast Lane have entered the building. Shout out to Fast Lane.
Yes. Shout it out.
Shout
Welcome,
out. What
welcome,
I
Fast
said.
Lane.
Hey, what up, sus? What up, Kiwi?
How you doing on this evening?
I'm blessed. I can't complain at all.
All
In the
right,
land
all
of the
right.
living.
You done got
That's
here right
right.
on time. Get in on this good conversation of our Black history.
Oh yeah, well, hey, that runs deep.
Yeah.
That runs real deep.
It does. It really does. I mean, real deep. Some of the special event. One of the things that I did want to also just mention before we just get off into it, we have callers. Hey, get them little fingers to working, and hey, start dialing in, expressing yourselves. But for the callers that call in, or either the callers that are watching us, we have 2 giveaway goodie Black History bags for drawings. So your name will be entered if you call in and you're able to speak to us, or if you leave a comment. Subscribe. Everyone has to subscribe and like. And once it is that you do that, even if you're not able to get through to talk to us, leave a comment in the comment section. We got some goodies for you, Black History goodies. That's what we're talking about tonight. So we want to represent. That's all the way live from the STL and the ATL. Why not say it? We're going to give you some goodies. That's right. Absolutely. All right. So, Miss Kiwi, say that number again so our callers will know where to call in.
You can call in and get on this conversation at 515-599-1687. That's 515-599-1687.
All right. So we're going to jump right on into this hot, heated, good, sweeted, everything topic about our Black history. One thing that I do want to say is I want us all to not to stop allowing I guess you would say the laws or the individuals of who we consider as our oppressors to dictate how it is that we celebrate, we honor, and we recognize our history. We as brown people, there is so much history that's out there. There is no one that should be able to dictate it. So there is no one month that should be recognized for what it is that we fought and struggled so long to have. And it's still a fight and it's still a struggle. But once it is that we all come together, we change our mindset, that struggle and that fight is going to start to seamlessly ease on away. But it's up to us. We are the ones that can make the change. So it's really up to us to make that change. So what you got to say about that this evening, Miss Kiwi?
Well, basically, you're right about that. We want you all to tune in because we just want to know how much we as a people know about our history. What is it that you know that I might not know? Or what is it that I know that you might not know, so we can share? And it's also getting us back to being able to communicate with each other. Call in 515-599-1687. Let's get this started. Black History Month.
All right. So come on, Fast Lane. I know you got something good for us. So on this topic on tonight, what you got for us?
Hey, it's just all part of our journey, Like me myself, I have discovered like some of those activists and like Brother Malcolm and Brother Martin, you know what I mean? They was trying to tell us who we was even back then, and to this day, a lot of us didn't catch what they were saying, and that probably cost them their lives, And I look at, I would say, I would say Brother Martin. You know, he that everybody's familiar with that I have a dream speech, but we didn't know that I have a dream speech. He was sacrificing his life for that speech. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get into that a little more. You know, we got a caller coming in.
All right now. Hold on, we got a caller. Hello, caller. What's your name?
Yo, what's up? Just MPZ here.
Well, what's up, Mr.
How y'all
MPZ?
doing tonight?
We all good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I was just calling in because you know I'm on the road riding right now, but I did want to speak on the times of that we living in as far as after the civil rights and the purpose of the civil rights and where our mind state at now. You know, that's a good topic you guys got, you know, going on right now. But I wanted to kind of piggyback off of what Miss Mink said about, you know, mindset. Mindset is very important. That's the main thing, because our mindset has been set. We have been conditioned to believe that all the actions that have been taking place from the civil rights time up until now has been for us. And that's not the case. It's another tactic. It's a manipulating tactic to keep us moving in the manner in which they want us to move in. But our very existence, our energy, our soul knows different from our ancestors. And in order for you to understand that, you got to understand and get in tune with your intuition and what you feel. People are not acting out just because it's wrong things happening. They acting out because they don't feel what's going on. It don't seem right. It ain't been right. And then if you look at it from just a normal perspective, you know what I'm saying, we all human beings. No one should be above the other one because we created supposedly equally.
Exactly. That's true.
And when you look at it from that perspective, you know, you understand that, hey, on a whole nother spiritual, on a whole nother note, you know, you get into the spiritual aspect that you got good and you got evil. Right now, we living in times where people is just pure out evil because of the conditioning and the mind state that they in. You know, and that's what America is built on. America is built on manipulation, stealing, lying, cheating, killing, and we've been conditioned to live in that manner. So civil rights was just a pacifier. That was given to us because they want to continue to control us in the manner they was controlling us in by hanging us, whipping us, and beating us, and all that wasn't going to last too long. So they had to go with the mindset. We had to deal in that. We had to deal with the psych, the psychological, the perception we have of being able to perceive things and understand things. I'm telling you, we dealing with some cool people, but not only that, now the roosters, like Malcolm X said, the roosters are coming home to hatch now. That's why you got so much stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
Rebellion. They tired of it. People tired of it because they know we much greater than that.
Yeah. Not
only that, you talk about the equal. We haven't lived in no equal standards forever.
Exactly.
As a race of people, period.
Exactly. We ain't equal to
nothing. So you know that mindset is already being changed right now.
So let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask you a question. So let me ask you a question, because, you know, when you speaking of from a mindset standpoint, my mindset is that, and I kind of live like that, even though it may be considered living above your means or whatever the case may be. But I feel that I have rights, and I feel that I try to execute my rights. And maybe I haven't ran into actually the consequences of what it is that I may say, or the rights that I may execute, or how it is that I live, because I feel that I can live the same way as that next person. When I say that next person, meaning our so-called oppressors, I feel that I have just as much capability as they do to, be able to hold my head up high, go spend my money the way I want to, build my business the way I need to. I know that there are a lot of things that, kind of like we aren't actually privy to, but I think that if we do more research, then we can find that we have just as much privilege and privy information as they do. They try to keep it away from us, but one thing that is out there is you have to do your research. Would you agree with that, or do you feel different?
Well, first of all, you know what I'm saying, you have to look at natural law, meaning your human right law, opposed to the rights that was given by man. See, you got to be able to differentiate that first. Of course, as a human being, you got just as much right to this land, to this world, as anybody else does. So for a man to come and give you some order, then you have to most definitely, you got to evaluate that, because you got to understand what his intention and his purpose is of even doing that. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, when it comes to differentiating that, you gotta begin to understand what that difference means. Hold on a second. I'm kind of turned around. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going around in circles trying to follow this GPS.
But that's okay. I want to propose that question to Miss Kiwi and Fastlane as well. How do you all feel in reference to your rights and what it is that you can do?
I mean, basically, I feel I can do all things. I can do wherever my mind take me to do, or whatever I think it shall be. I feel like I have rights. I execute my rights. You have to also continue to stay up on the laws of the lands so that you can know your rights, because the laws is not made for us. And when I say us, I mean we as a people. It never have been. I mean, not as far as made for us where we're going to have equal rights. Some of the laws are made for us because those are things they know that we can be hung with, or they can take and control us with, because they feel like they can dangle a little of nothing in front of us and we're going to go for it. And to be honest with you, a lot of us do. But I feel that's because a lot of us don't do the research, or a lot of us don't know our history of where we actually came from to where we at right now. So it's important to really do research, read. Don't just take our word, or, just because we're sitting here sharing with you all, that doesn't mean we think we know it all. It just means we're sharing, and we want you all to tune in. I appreciate you, caller. Keep calling in,
What about you, Fastlane?
Well, I feel like we all got rights, but certain rights are limited to, or more privileged to certain people, but it don't stop your destination. It just makes you work harder, you know what I'm saying? And like really, a lot of things is based off your perception. If you pay too much attention to them stumbling blocks, you're gonna stumble by them. You see what I'm saying? Or if your mindset is, I gotta get where I gotta go no matter what, you're gonna find a way around them no matter what they set in front of us. And that's the people we came from. We came from people that built everything we see. And even though they took the rights of those, they patented them, or they took the rights of this and they took the rights of that, it never did change who really created it. You see what I'm saying? So when I say that, that means what's in us is in us no matter what. We are great builders. We came from great kings and queens. And you know, when you tell people that, they look at it like, see, you thinking too far deep. But see, our spirit run that deep. You know what I'm saying? So when we get caught up in man laws, that takes us more away from following the Most High laws. See, he already had a plan for his children.
Right.
And through suffering and struggling, we find our way again. So, of course, we don't have, it's not equal in this country. It's obvious. You know what I'm saying? As far as like when you go to the court systems, you know, and they train us to be divided. That's the thing about when you want to talk about being equal. They got a program that keeps us divided mentally. Even the DSEG programs in our neighborhoods, they send kids to certain schools because certain schools, they want to teach you certain things. You see what I'm saying? And in the public schools where we came from, they really wasn't teaching us nothing. You know what I mean? So they really was teaching us a bunch of lies. So, you know, like it's certain laws and rights that's out there for us that we don't know, we don't have access for. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we losing it, because we're not being guided in the right way. You know what I mean? Like, we chasing the wrong things. They put it in our face, but it's all up to you to know the difference. And like Sis was saying, like, our history is very important. Like, some people think like that's the past, but what they don't realize is in order to know where you're going, you got to know where you've been. And that means even your ancestors, because it has been curses that's been put down on us for 7 generations. So when you start counting the kids and the different generations, you realize we feeling certain things our great grandmother was feeling, or certain situations they was in. It was passed down to us. That's why certain women feel scorned in certain ways and men feel torn apart from their families in certain ways. See, what we don't realize is this was part of a plan. You know what I'm saying? So we are victims of certain programs that was straight well prepared for us. And the foolish thing is we believe that it wasn't. You see what I'm saying? And that's how, like, the biggest trick the devil ever pulled was made us think he didn't exist. So when they put them programs in front of us, in order for us to get past them programs, we got to realize it was real. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, when we start talking about our history, I ain't gonna go back too far, but I can go back, like I was saying, like bro said something about Brother Martin and even Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all as kids, I don't care if you're not a deep thinker or conscious thinker, you all heard this speech, I Have a Dream speech. But see, at that point in Martin's life, you know, he had got to a point where that program bro was talking about, he was stepping out of that program because they said as long as he would be a peaceful, you know, protester, and he keep all his people peaceful, long as we watering y'all down, we busting y'all heads, y'all could go on and keep marching. You see what I'm saying? But the moment you step up out of that doctrine that we want you to speak on, see, you can speak peace, because we'll keep y'all calm long as we get our agenda through. But see, once Martin told us, he said we are the only people that was held captivity in their own land. He didn't say in somebody else's land. He said in your own land. They like, hold on now, we didn't want you to tell your people they from here. Now everybody could go look that up if they want to know, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what he was warning his people at that moment. He stepped out of the guidelines of what they told him it's okay to operate in. So when he did that, they whacked him. You see what I'm saying? And they set his own people right next to him, because we so caught up on a color that we don't realize they gonna send your own people to come get rid of you. Same way they killed Nipsey. That's so when we talk about history, when you look back, in order to know where you're going, you got to know where we've been. They sent the same way they killed Nipsey, because he was waking up these young brothers and he identified with them. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But in order for us to know that, we got to know that's where our people had already been. We've been down this road, and we'll keep going down them roads, and we don't know where we've been. You see what I'm saying? And then when you think about Brother Malcolm, same thing. He said we are the only, he said Plymouth Rock we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Yeah. Which meaning we was already here. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta know where our people been crying out to, our ancestors been crying out to us for so long. And we're steady being punished because we're disobedient. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, like me, myself, I learned to deal with the now and the past. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't go where I need to go unless I know where my people been, where I have been, because if not, I won't recognize those stumbling blocks. So we got to know that, yeah, laws are put in front of us for us not to win, but that don't mean we can't win.
Exactly.
That's right.
There's people winning every day. You know what I'm saying? They winning championship every game, every sports. We winning them for them. You see what I'm saying? But see, we got to think outside of the box. We got to know they've been owning it for a long time since we gave up our rights. You feel me? So now our rights is to know if we own those teams that everybody rooting for, we shall win again, which means we need banks. You know what I'm saying? But we can get that. That's what Black Wall Street did. They had laws set against them, and it didn't stop them. You see what I'm saying? So that goes back to that history again. You feel me? Because even back then, they had more banks than almost half of the country. You see what I'm saying? They had everything. They had doctors, lawyers, everything, and our money was being circulated. They said our money was being circulated 32 times in the community then. They said now our money leaves our community soon as it touches our hands. You see what I'm saying?
And
so
don't come back.
They can't tell me that not knowing what happened to our people in the past ain't going to count right now. That's why our money steady leaving our hand. Because if we knew that they held on to it 32 times, we'll start spending our money amongst our people more. Because that's how we going to build. You see what I'm saying? But nobody want to know about that, so that's why we steady falling victim to that. You see what I'm saying? Because, yes, back then, if it circulated 32 times, that means that money stayed in the community. Soon as we get our bread, we spending it with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So we got to know where our people been, what they've been fighting for, what they've been crying. They crying out to us now. Because until we come together as far as a people thinking on one accord, you knowing that everybody is individuals, but we're the only race of people that don't support they own. We support everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's what's been.
And they know that.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes, most definitely. And you just brought up a good instance, because there are black banks, black owned, brown people owned banks that are popping up now. I get an alert all the time, and I'm getting ready. I'm still looking into it, but I'm getting ready to actually join this bank. And wait a minute, I was looking for it to see if I can tell you exactly which one, what it is. But, they have been around now and that's another thing. It's called One United Bank. That's what it is. So look up One United Bank. This is a federally regulated bank, but it is also owned by us. It's owned by I'm not going to say me, but it's owned by brown people. So
I shall have one of those banks one day.
We got to support each other, y'all.
So, and they have all information all about us and what their mission is and so on and so forth. And we need to look into it, because I'm getting ready to open up an account through them. But they have a couple of them. One is in Los Angeles, Boston, and Boston, Massachusetts, Miami, Florida. So, they're starting to spread as it is that they get members. But like Fastlane stated, when we start supporting one another, that Black Wall Street was in Oklahoma, but it can be everywhere. It can be everywhere. So that is something, and that's a part of what I'm stating, what our topic is about, that modern time civil rights movement. It's getting back to supporting us as brown-skinned people, but educating ourselves. We have to. It's out there. It's out there for us to read. You don't have to bust down school doors to find out the information. It's out there for us. All we got to do is read it. Look for it and read it. Most definitely.
And that's what they say. We gonna perish for the lack of knowledge. And, it's sad to say, but it's true. A lot of us don't read. We quick to put our signature on any dotted line.
Yeah.
You hear me?
You ain't gonna read none of the paragraphs.
Not one. But I'm gonna tell you what they gonna see though. Anything that say money,
they're gonna say, this is where you want me to sign.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
That's right. Because I know a person that really can't read, but when you talk money and dollar signs, they know.
I bet you they can count.
Man, I'm telling you. But it's real though. Come on, tune in. Caller, you still there? We appreciate you on the line.
Yeah, I'm still here, and basically, man, bro summed it up and said it all, and that really resonated with me, and I appreciate that,
Yes,
I just want to say, what I'm saying, one of the things going back to what
Bruh.
Miss Mink said, what I'm saying, change that mind state, you change your life, you know what I mean, and that's very important, you know what I'm saying. And once you change your mindset and you change your life, then you feel, and that's another important link to it. We've been taken away from that tribal instinct and being together, to separating, and that's one of the biggest things that's keeping us weak. Because every other ethnic group, and people out here, one thing they do, they stay true to their own collective. So. That's one of the things that we got to do here in America, man. Is black people or brown people is reunite and make it strong. But we got to come up under a different banner than what we used to, and the mind state that we used to being up under. Because we got to remember, man. The whole purpose of what they implemented to break us apart is. To change our mindset, to have us up under illusions and things like that, and they implemented that through language, words and how to read and all that kind of stuff, as well as images.
They gave you books,
images
and you didn't even know how to read the words.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They gave you a book and you didn't even know how to read the words. So what good is the book? You see what I'm saying? They're going to tell you what the book say instead of you knowing what the book say. You know what I mean? And I didn't mean to cut you off, Carl. I was with you, brother. But
no, you that's real talk, and that's what we got to be aware of. Like you said, we do have to educate ourselves to change the trajectory. You know what I mean? But the main thing is understand what you educating your mind with, what you feeding yourself with. Right. You know what I'm saying? And what purpose does it have for you? Right. You know what I mean? And your collective. You know what I mean? And right now, we need each other. It ain't no one individual standing no more. Exactly. It's not going to continue on. Everything run its course and eventually fall to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? And we see that evident in our life every day. So it's very important in this time if you're gonna give homage to this history that has been that has kept us alive and kept us striving. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest things that you can do is change your mindset. You change your life.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well
and the thing about knowing this history is, like, that was a major chess move to erase our history from us. So that tell you how important it was. You see what I'm saying? Like when they erased our history, they said that the person who wrote the story now is his story. You see what I'm saying? That's why they call it history. Because they're telling us his version of who we are. So that means they give him power over us. So when they told you, yeah, you from here or you from there, now you don't know where to find yourself at. So as a people, we all trying to find ourselves everywhere else but right here within ourselves. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't know our history. Because if we knew that we was great builders, we was those people that was up in those pyramids, and whether from here to Egypt, and you know what I'm saying, just knowing that we built great civilizations. You see what I'm saying? If you knew that was your ancestors, that means that's in you too. You see what I'm saying? But they knew how important that was to erase that part. So now all y'all know is slavery. You feel me? So now that's all you think you is just you just a worker, basically. Not knowing that you was bosses. You see, we all was bosses. You know, we had kingdoms, not just one. It was plenty of kingdoms. You see what I'm saying? And that's why history is very important. So when they erased it from us, they knew that would give power, because now we could tell them the story of our story, and now they're going to follow us as kings, and that's how they're going to praise us as kings. You see what I'm saying? So it's very important we know where our people came from. That's why they was leaving. That's why they was leaving little guidelines for us. You see what I'm saying? Them hieroglyphics was for the future. It wasn't really for them at that time. You see what I'm saying? They was trying to tell the people that was gonna come along and discover this to know that yeah, we was here then and we here now. You see what I'm saying? So it's very important that we know where we came from and we know where we at now. You know what I mean? Because we're not on this journey alone. No matter how much we think we're alone, we're not. That's why we keep failing, because they knew that one chess move would be to divide them. The more we divide them, we can conquer them. And we got to know that. That's why we they train us to kill each other so that we'll never have strength amongst each other. You see what I'm saying? That's why we don't support each other. You know what I mean? We don't. You know, most of our music sales probably coming from outside of our own people, because our own people be the first one to criticize us. You know what I'm saying? As a people. You know what I mean? So we got to come back. We got to get back on one accord, period. You know what I mean? We need each other way more than we think.
And you know what? And that goes back to, I mean, when you say supporting one another, I'm going to call out, I was in our, the little chat that we have. With my city, my music radio, and it was pointed out that there were other countries that listened to American podcasts more than the American culture does. So just think about that. And there are a lot of podcasts that are with brown people that brown people have generated. We get the attention, and you can even think about that even from a music standpoint or movie standpoint. Outside worlds, outside countries support more than we do right here within our own community states, the United States, but amongst people of color.
You got to think about this too, though. A lot of people of color have not even been outside their own state. So they wouldn't definitely know nothing about a whole nother world. You understand what I'm saying? That's why it is so important to know where you come from and where you're going.
That's right. But we got to get it together over here, because we got other people looking at us and, you know, noticing, recognizing what it is that we're doing. We got to recognize each other and what it is that we're doing instead of taking away from each other. I was reading, you know, a little bit and studying on, you know, our Black history, and with, say, for instance, the celebrations that we have, Black History Month, it's only dedicated to 1 month. Right. Why should we allow anyone, laws, the presidents, anyone to dictate our Black history? We need to take control of that, and we should celebrate, recognize not only our forefathers, but what we have going on today that is positive. We have a lot of great leaders. We ourselves as individuals lead every day. So therefore, we have to start celebrating, acknowledging, recognizing each other all year round. Like Fastlane stated, spending money with each other, supporting what each of us have going on. Before it is that you go and you spend your money, I'm going to say, because I'm an avid Walmart shopper. But before it is that I go to Walmart, I need to be
shop Walmart.
Yes, sir. Hey, we all right here. We going there for some tissue, and next thing you know, you're in there for some hours buying TV and everything else.
And then even knowing that Walmarts don't even treat their employees right, so I need to, you know, start
Walmart
outside of that and supporting, you know, who it is that is a brown-skinned owned business that I can go and buy, you know, from, and so on and so forth. So yes, most definitely. Hey, Canada has even started recognizing Black History Month. Not only Canada, but the United Kingdom. So yeah, that's what I mean when I say outside. The outside world is doing more acknowledging and recognizing of our history because hey, whether we want to believe it or not, we're the forefront of a lot of things.
That's why they watching. I was just finna say that. It's a reason why they've been paying attention to us. It's a reason why they love our culture, because they know that we are those great ones. They said our enemies would know who he is way before we know who he is. And I'm not calling those people our enemies. I'm just saying, like, people outside of our own culture, they know who he is. We just don't know who he is. So that's why they wait. They want to see us do that great comeback. They know we coming because they know we the chosen ones. They like them the ones who they lost everything. Their identity, their history, they story, their culture. We don't, like, a lot of people though, we don't realize that a lot of these different cultures, they more connected with each other because they never lost their history. You see what I'm saying? They never lost their ways. They never lost the way that they worshiped. They knew like their ancestors passed it down and passed it down and passed it down. So when ours got hidden from us, because it's right in our face, but it got hidden from us, they got us looking in all the wrong directions. The whole time it's all eyes on us, because it's like the movie The Book of Eli. It's right up in us. You know what I'm saying? We is the book. You know what I mean?
That's right.
We the book.
That's right. That was a powerful book. I mean,
you know
powerful
what I mean?
movie. And honestly, you know what? Sometimes you can catch on to different storylines when you first, as you see it a little bit into it. But then you got to watch that whole thing before it is that you see
the whole book.
Now I get it. Yes. Now I get it.
Hey, look who was the Book of Eli. When they
That's
found
right.
they thought they had the book until they got him. He was the book.
He was the book.
You know what I mean? And that say a lot about us as people. You know what I mean?
We are the book.
Them stories, they was about us.
Read the book.
That's right.
You know?
So, speaking of, some of our forefathers, our great leaders that fought for civil rights, as I stated, we have Dr. Martin Luther King, whose birthday is January 15th. He was born 1929. He was one of those leaders that actually took action and spoke out. As he stated in his last speech before it was that he was killed, he had a dream. That dream is what it is that we should be a part of, focusing on helping to bring truth and light. But we have a lot of great leaders that have been out there fighting for the same thing. I mean, we can honestly look in our own backyard. We have our mothers, our fathers, our grandparents, grandmothers, grandfathers, uncles, aunts, brothers, sisters that are participating, that have participated in helping us to build strong foundations so that we can create a better way and a better life, and to know that we are equal. We are equal.
That's, I know, Mama. You sure you know about the sister, not Rosa Parks, but Rosie Woodson? She was one of the most strongest people I ever witnessed walk this earth. You see what I'm saying? I seen her make some of the most strongest men I ever witnessed move when she come through. You see what I'm saying? And like, we have witnessed greatness within us. You know what I mean? And I didn't mean to cut you off, but you just made me think about it.
But that's right. We had a Rosa. Most definitely. A Rosa in our time, not only just Rosa Parks. So, that's why I stated we have those, and I would like for our youth, our young people, when we have our next segment, I want them to tell me who are some of their mentors. Who did they look up to? Who do they know about from history? Not only from history, but from current times, that help motivate and drive them. Because I know I have a lot of people that I admire as far as what it is that they represent. But one of my main persons that is a big inspiration and always has been for me. As a matter of fact, I can say that as a part of that Rosie clan, I had a lot of them. That's why I said aunts and uncles. But my mother, I went and lived, the struggle that she did and the foundation that she set for me to be a strong Black woman. Right. So, it's right there in our backyard.
I'm telling you, she was tossing us in them cars. Grandma need help, auntie need help. We all had to go. We the main ones. We was the black sheep, but yeah, we all had to go. We going, you know what I mean? We at AT's house cleaning and cooking, and I don't know how to cook then, but I'm just saying we was in the building. Yeah, mama pulling up though. That's what I'm basically saying. Like she taught us, like that's a team player. That's how you like family is everything. So that was bigger than money. Money couldn't buy that loyalty right there because if one of her sisters or brothers needed her, she was coming, and that was the same way they was taught. You know what I mean? But yeah, she showed us in the flesh. You know what I mean? Like this what it take, no matter what. You know what I mean? Like we got to get up and go when your people need you, whether you want to or not. You know.
So callers, call in and give us some of, what your knowledge and your history is. We just heard from M. Peasy. He gave us a breakdown of some great information in reference to that. But we want to hear from more. And just remember, as I stated, we have giveaway. We got 2 Black History goodie bags that we want to give away. So I got a question.
I want my name in the running.
All right, now we got you down, M. Peasy, baby. You one of the callers. We got you.
Well, M. Peasy, while we still have you, you didn't give me a chance to say what the question is, because I had posted that you have to give me some information in order for your name to be entered. So not only do you like and subscribe, but I want to ask you this question. Can you tell me at least 5 powerful civil rights male leaders? Well, no, I'm gonna say female leaders.
Okay,
Female leaders.
Okay, come on now.
Yeah, I got 5 for you.
All right.
We got Angela Davis. We got Huey P. Newton.
Yes, sir.
We got Malcolm X. We got Martin Luther King. We got Che Guevara.
Okay.
We got Geronimo.
Yeah.
We got let me see who else. We got Noble Drew Ali. We got Elijah Muhammad.
So MPZ, thank you. We don't want you to tell all of us.
Come on now, you don't tell everything. Other people might call in.
That want to get their name entered in.
It sounds like we got a winner, y'all.
Listen. Slow down, MPZ now.
Yeah, he been doing his studying, I see. Yes, sir. You been in them
Come
books.
on, call in, callers. Share the knowledge. Answer the questions. It's all for fun. It's really, put you on the spot. But, I mean, we just trying to see what you know. 515-599-1687. Call in. Right. Talk to us. Yes. We talk back.
Yes. Because MPZ was getting ready to give y'all all the answers.
They sitting there writing them down too. Like, I'm finna call in next soon as he hang up. It's all good, baby. If that's the case, call in. Talk to us.
Yes, that's what we heard. Each one reach one, teach one.
That's right. Nobody left behind.
That's right.
All right. So come on, callers, call in. You want to get in on this next question? The next question is, what are dates of major events that have occurred during the civil rights movement?
MPZ, you cannot answer it. You already got your name entered.
No, you cannot.
Hey, to be honest with you, the dates y'all got me on that one because I can't remember.
That's right.
I can remember what happened, but the dates you might give y'all.
That's right. We want to know, what are the dates of major events that have occurred during the civil rights movement? If you know, call in 515-599-1687.
And even if it is that we don't get a chance to speak with you, then hey, put it in the comment section. But also remember, like I said, to qualify, you got to subscribe to Why Not Say It and like it. That's a part of it. These some good goodie bags too, Black History goodie bags. So y'all, hey, I know I'd be trying to get me one. I just don't qualify for it.
Okay. Come on, throw out another question. We want them to call in and answer these questions. We got something good for you. You won't know what it is unless you call in. But you have to like, subscribe, and share.
So I have one. Have either of you all heard of Juneteenth?
Yes.
What is Juneteenth?
That's supposed to have been the date when was that when the slaves was? I mean, that's supposed they started making it a day of celebration for freedom or something. I'm not sure.
What was that?
Juneteenth.
Oh.
You said, oh. Oh, okay, so come on.
So I didn't
Okay.
have I stumped you? Have I stumped you?
Okay.
Oh,
All right, callers, did you hear that? What is Juneteenth? Call in.
yeah.
I got a question
What
for
is-
you while we waiting for the callers.
Okay.
Did y'all know that on Christopher Columbus Day they turned it into Indigenous Day now?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it ain't Christopher Columbus Day no more.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I wonder what made that come about. How did that happen?
Well, you know, hey, the truth ain't never needed no support. And if it's facts, facts don't either. So, hey, they say the first shall be last and the last shall be first.
That's right. Most definitely.
All right now. Come on, callers. We know y'all tuning in. All my ones on my live, come on, tune in. Call in 515-599-1687. Talk to us. You be having a lot to say any other day. Talk to us now. We'll talk back.
So I'm gonna ask you, Miss Kiwi and Fastlane, do you know the dates that Dr. Martin Luther King's was a part of the civil rights movement?
The dates. No, I don't know the exact dates. I don't.
Do you know MPZ?
You say what now? Say it again.
The dates that Dr. Martin Luther King got a chance to spearhead a part of the civil rights movement.
1963. No. 64.
1955 until he was assassinated in 1968, April of 1968.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna keep this Black History. So this should be easy though. Black History Month. What's the dates that is recognized as? Recognized from. Between what dates?
January 1st to December 31st.
That's what it should be. Most definitely.
Is it
That's
February
what
1st to
they said.
February the 27th or 28th or something?
You almost there, Miss Kiwi.
Oh,
so it is
okay.
February the 1st through March 1st.
Oh, okay.
So it's recognized from February the 1st through March 1st.
Well, I go with the first answer. From January the 1st to December the 31st.
That's right. Me too. I like that answer myself.
Yes.
Okay.
Black History
All right.
Year.
Yes. I'm getting some more.
Hold on.
More while we waiting on these callers to call in.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay.
What did Dr. Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech represent?
Ooh-wee.
And actually, we talked about it earlier. Well, Fastlane did earlier in the conversation. So if you were listening and you were tuned in, then what did it represent? I have a dream that one day.
Go ahead, Miss Kiwi. Say it.
Y'all know I'm silly. Stop playing. I don't even know the whole saying. But I do know it says, one day he had a dream that black and white, which that's just a color, will come together and be able to stand together and, yeah, so forth and so forth. Come on, help me out. Come on, MPZ. I know you know what the speech is. What is it?
What was that? What you need from me?
What's Martin Luther King's speech? I had a dream.
It's real easy.
Okay, well, hold on, MPs, because
Hold on.
Okay, come on.
I had a dream that one day black boys and white boys and the whole nation, I don't know. I ain't gonna even feel offended.
Yeah, you
That's all right. You had us going for a minute. You had us going for a minute, but you know I gotta mess with Fast Lane now. Fast Lane, come on, give it to us, baby. I know you know what the dream is. Come on, somebody gotta know the dream. What it say?
I mean, it was more of a vision, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
well, what was
you
the
mean, word
vision?
for word?
No, you ain't gotta give it to me word for word, but let me
I
know
mean,
you
well,
know
it
what
was
you're
more of a
talking
vision.
about.
He seen a unity in a country that's been divided, like, you know what I mean? Like, he knew that the indigenous people was gonna rise back up. That's what he was telling us. He like, of course, we can't delete them out the picture. They here. You see what I'm saying? But it's his dream. He was, my people one day gonna rise again. You see what I'm saying? And they gonna, once they wake up and realize who they are, they're gonna know that, like when he said that we are the only people that still held captivity in our own land, he was letting us know that one day we will be free again. And that meant mentally, physically, and spiritually. You know what I mean? And at that moment, we'll realize that we are the ones that control peace. Because for real, like, that's how we got captive. We was the peacemakers and the warriors. You know what I mean? And he was saying once we get back and balance ourselves out. See, they done taught us so much hate that we destroying ourselves. We ain't controlling it. Exactly. We ain't controlling our power with the hate that's been passed down on us. So when he said that, he was letting us know that one day we will learn to accept no matter what color they is. We gonna get back to where we supposed to be as a people. You know what I mean? Because we was a loving people. You see what I'm saying? That's why the world is how it is. Every country you go to, it was an indigenous being there, which meaning that it goes back to what we call black now. You know what I'm saying? But when you go to those countries, it don't matter what race come in town, they treat them all the same.
Exactly.
And as a black people, he want us to get that hate out of our mind and learn to love each other more. You know what I mean? Because it's going to come back to us knowing who we is again. And once we learn who we is, that's going to play a major part of getting us where we got to go.
All right. Now, Miss Mink, come on. I want to hear this dream. Come on. I know you know it. Come on.
I can't now. I'm not
Just
getting ready
say it.
to quote it.
You ain't got to say it.
I ain't getting ready to quote it. But
Okay, but come on.
what I feel that it means, it was a retraction of a call to action because of a broken promise. They broke their promise to give us equality as a race. So this is his final cry to let them know that you broke this promise, but we will, because the day is going to come. The day is going to come where we're going to rise up. And it's not going to matter what it is that you say or what it is that you do. We will have that equality that we have fought so hard for. So I feel that it was his final cry out for equality of that broken promise that they had broken.
And that's why
they still breaking it.
And that's why he said, I might not be here. He knew that it was gonna be a minute. It was gonna be a process. And he knew that the words he said out of his mouth that day might cost him. But he knew that it would touch his people in the future. Like, yeah, whether or not I die for it, y'all gonna hear me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And he was basically prophesying, you know what I mean? Like, he really was letting us know. So when he was telling us he had a dream, I mean, he really had a vision. You know what I mean? He saw the vision of where it was going to go eventually. You know what I mean?
And a lot of us don't have vision. We got to have vision, baby.
That's right.
We got to have vision.
Okay, so I got a good one for you. Because as I stated, we didn't only just have Dr. Martin Luther King. We had Malcolm X. What was one of Malcolm X's most famous speeches?
What was it?
You know? Come on,
come on, jump in.
Come on, tell us.
By any
What was
means
it?
necessary.
By any means necessary.
Yeah.
Is that the one you said?
Who said that?
Malcolm X.
He did say that, but
That's the only
his
one.
most famous one was the ballot or the bullet. Do you know that
Sound
one?
the same to me. Whoa, that's heavy.
Okay.
The ballot or the bullet. That's where
Is that
he
right?
addressed
Colleen,
the
let us
racial division and religious isolation. So
Okay.
we gotta, that's why, hey, this, I mean, you know, it's good what it is that we can get in and start really just pulling together and educating each other, because each one, like
Teach one.
MPZ said, teach one. And like one of our segments is, each one, reach one, teach one.
Exactly.
But that one was his most famous ballad because he was addressing the division between racial division and religious isolation.
All right now, we got another caller on the line. Hold on.
Just put on hold.
Call from.
This is Miss V from Arkansas.
All right, how you doing, Miss B? We miss you.
I just want to say Happy New Year's to all my folks up there on that My City, My Music.
All right,
and I know y'all been talking about this Black History thing, and I'm just so thankful to hear all you young folks talking about all that good stuff for us. But when you got to talking about that Juneteenth, I want to give you a little help on that. Is that okay?
Okay, come on with it.
Okay, come with it.
Well, Juneteenth was actually the slaves was freed in 1863, January 1st.
All right.
But the reason it was called Juneteenth because June 19th, 1865 was when we actually found out that we was free. So can you imagine that they kept us down for 2 years, still thinking that we was enslaved?
They were still trying to bleed the pockets, Miss B.
Yes.
So Juneteenth, make sure that you young folks celebrate it, okay? Because that's when we was free.
That was we
Miss
free.
Miss B, can I ask you a question? Why?
Yes,
so
ma'am.
why do you think? Because you just stated that 2 years they held us down before it was that they let us know that we was free, and that's what they doing now.
Right. 1863 was when the black folks was emancipated. Freedom. They got their freedom. Did you hear what I said? They got their freedom. And they had to force the state of Texas, to let them people free. Yes, they did now.
All right now.
So do you think that we free now?
Well, let me say this. No, I don't.
All right now. Keep it 100, Miss B. Free ain't free, baby.
But it's a different kind of freedom, though. You understand? But I'm going to say this to you young folks. Dr. King had a dream. But what was don't put nothing off. Stand up being that man or woman. And continue the movement. Continue the journey. And you know what? Continue it and don't get off of it. See, that's the problem. We're getting off of this movement that's going on for us to find our way and to know who we are. It's time out.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's time out for this.
All right now.
We need to know.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right now. We appreciate your call, Miss B, and stay in tune with us. But
yes, it don't take so long.
You know what?
Call.
You all are doing a great work up there in that city of St. Louis there, and that Atlanta, Georgia down there.
Thank you.
Just
we
stay
appreciate
encouraged.
you.
And the young men that's there, Mr. What's his name, Mr. Fastlane,
Yes,
and that
ma'am.
Mr. Mickle Easy or whatever his name was.
Impeasy.
MP. Oh, Impeasy. Tell them to just stay encouraged because they are some stand-up men.
All
and
right,
you
now.
ladies, Miss Mink and Miss Keita Weed,
All right now.
you all could keep being the stand-up women that you all are being.
All
and
right.
keep
Thank you,
teaching,
Miss
keep opening
Mink.
the doors. Keep standing for what you believe in.
Amen.
And I'm going to say
Thank
good night
you.
to you folks. Stay encouraged now.
Hold on, Miss B.
got 5
Miss B.
minutes.
Miss B, can we ask you how you doing today, though? Are you in?
I'm so blessed and I'm so happy because you know what? I've been listening to you all's podcast and you all have been doing a great work up, just doing a great work. Continue it and just continue it. And continue to teach our young people. These young people is the ones that's lost. And they need to find their way.
Yes.
And the only way that they can do it is that you older adults help them find their way out here.
All right. Yeah. We need those
Well, we're
older
staying
adults
encouraged.
to continue to be
And
the
be that
adults.
beacon of light.
All right now.
Be that beacon of light for them.
All right now.
All right.
Well, Miss B, we appreciate
we
you.
really appreciate
Hold on,
you
she was finna say something.
calling in. We missed you, and we hope that you call back in, real soon with one of the next ones.
So what?
All right now, and may God bless y'all, and just stay encouraged. Just want to let y'all know that I love you all. Goodbye now.
Goodbye. Thank you. Call again,
Thank
Miss
you,
B.
Miss B. All right.
All right now. We're going to wrap this up in a few, and we would like to hear y'all anything final from you, Miss Mink?
My final is just let's stay focused and let's get on the journey of bringing it on back to where it is, making sure that we highly represent our leaders, not just our past leaders, but our current leaders. It's always good to hear our elders that call in, like Miss V just called in. She's so motivating and encouraging. And, I love to hear her voice. I love that Southern accent. That's what I really love.
Yes.
So, it's really good when it is that you get some of our older generation callers to call in to share that knowledge, that motivation. We need our youth to come on in, call in. Don't be afraid. Speak your mind, because I'm pretty sure there is a lot that you have that you can share with us. So until next time, Miss Mink is done.
All right now, Fast Lane, what's your final words for the night?
Stay learning, find yourself. As long as you can find yourself, you're going to find your ancestors, because they right there with you. You know what I mean? And it's our time, people. You know what I mean? No matter how much we could try to avoid it, it's going to find you regardless, because what's called up on you is going to happen. You know what I mean? So I'm just blessed and I'm thankful, and I'm going to keep on pushing. I'm going to keep on tapping into that man in the mirror, and I think we all should do the same.
All right, till the next time. Why Not Said is in the building every Friday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 to 9. We also have the goodie bags. The goodie bags call in. Well, you won't be able to call in because we're almost off live today. But get in touch with us. Text it to us. Let us know that you have liked it, subscribed, and shared. What you trying to say up there, Miss Ming?
Also, I want to shout out, and we're going to make this a habit of shouting out our businesses that, hey, since it is that we talking about representing and supporting each other, we got to let it be known who's out there, what business you have, so that you can be supported. So our callers, you have a business, we will run an ad for you. All you got to do is reach out to us. We'll give you the ins and outs on how it is that you can get that ad ran and your business put out there, so that you can be supported, so that we can start supporting you and buying from you. I'll start with mine. I'm in the ATL, but I have a cleaning business. It's called Minky Dustbusters, as well as I have an online boutique, Miss Mink Fashions, and also I have a travel business, Minky Luxury Travels. So we also have two in the building that have their own businesses. I'm gonna let them promote theirs.
All right. Mrs. Kiwi, I have Panther Soul Creators. I can create. If you can see it, I can create it. So bring it into, call me, text me, reach out, Facebook, Instagram. Also, I am a hairstylist. You can also reach me again on Facebook, Instagram. And of course, Why Not Say It? It's moving to a talk show. Look out. Stay tuned.
Yes, and y'all come support that Godspeed Detailing if you need your car washed or wiped down or waxed down. Then I got the Exotic Nature clothing line. We also got the Medellin Mafia music worldwide. We on a mission, y'all. And we got plenty more adventures coming too. So
all right, shout out to Guys and Fries. Shout out to
I can't forget about Skyscrapers carrier service. We also got a carrier service too.
Shout out to My City, My Music for giving us this platform. We appreciate you.
Yes, and shout out to Kulanola. Go to kulanola.com. Hey, the best premium granola that you can succulate your teeth into.
And we
Go
can't forget
support.
about Blue Phoenix Films.
Yes, Blue Phoenix Film. Shout out
Yes,
to MPZ.
most definitely.
Most definitely.
Yes.
All right, to
And
the
don't
next
forget
time.
to go get your book.
Yes, don't forget, support. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you always. Love you. Till the next time, stay safe. Peace.
And if it's on your mind, don't hesitate to say it.
Why not say it? Good night.
If God is real, the devil must be too. That means it gotta be a right and wrong thing to do. But see, we all got our own choice to make. Choosing a life of sin, sealing your own fate. For me, I'm gonna choose living for the better. Through all my ups and downs and any type of weather, I'm just gonna chill and repent, getting my life together. Living for God no matter what, keeping my head up. I looked around, I couldn't find nobody, was the only one. And when I needed help and I was by myself, he was the only one. And when I learned the truth, that's when I broke loose, 'cause he's the only one. And when he gave me breath, he did it by himself, 'cause he's the only one. He's been good to me. My mama always used to say you gotta earn your keep. And I ain't never giving up, not for eternity. And that's the reason why I'm singing, he's the one for me, yeah. I hope you all feeling this song. Being together is better than being alone. Walk in the light, walk away from all this wrong. Now sing along with this song till we all go home. When I looked around, I couldn't find nobody, was the only one. And when I needed help and I was by myself, he was the only